So how is FP&A different than business finance?
I think they both work in their you can't segregate the two.
Okay.
It's one thing.
How did you move from accounting to this area of finance?
Business finance is not the role for you. Then maybe FP&A. Yeah. Some companies only need a very strong FP&A team. They don't want a business finance team as such.
Okay. How big is the point that you mentioned soft skill?
Yeah.
Again, I'm
Very.
thinking from the perspective of somebody who's sitting in accounts.
Very important.
How he can do, how he can improve.
आपको कोर्स जो बुक्स से वो नहीं मिलेगा, आपको फिजिकल वर्ल्ड में रहना पड़ेगा उसके लिए.
Okay.
तो do your articleship properly.
What are the common challenges that you face when you are into an FP&A role or a business analyst, business finance role?
I would say that in a place where the business is very dynamic, budgeting is a challenge.
What is that one piece of advice that you will give to people who want to come to FP&A?
I think that's the starting for any finance guy. That should be, if you want to make a career in business finance, you have to start with FP&A.
कौन सा ऐसा myth है related to FP&A जो आपको लगता है कि wrong है? Hello guys, I hope everybody is doing good. I am Ganesh Nayak and I am in Namma, Bangalore, and we're going to be having a quick podcast with one of our friend Akshay Chechani. He's been working in FP&A and business finance and he's going to be talking about his journey of working in the finance team. So Akshay, first of all, thank you very much for taking
Pleasure,
out time.
Ganesh. Pleasure. Thank you for
And
calling me.
for the benefit of the audience, if we can have a quick view about what is your profile and how many years of work experience you have.
Okay, so I'm a chartered accountant. I have a total 10 years of experience post qualification. And if you talk about my journey, it started off as a hardcore accounting person, as a controllership guy. And I made my switch to business finance eventually, where I got the opportunity.
Okay.
So I started off with Deloitte, which is a very good foundation, I would say. For me, it was a very good foundation. And made my way to Xiaomi and then to Swiggy into business finance. So I have a total 10 years of experience.
So just can you make it simple, make us understand that what exactly business finance do
Okay.
as a team?
Very good question, dude. Like this profile did not exist back in the day. My father is also a chartered accountant. There was no profile called business finance back in the day.
Okay.
And the reason for that was that there is a team. So these are two teams. Let's talk about these two teams. There's a business team which always existed, and there was a finance team which always existed.
Okay.
Finance team come with hard skills, which are compliance, accounting standards, taxation, Companies Act. They will bring all of that to the table. And the business team would not worry about it because they have a finance team taking care of compliance. They'll only focus on business. How to scale up, what's my value proposition, what is the growth I'm expecting, how do I want to run my business. Very basic questions I'm talking about, but yeah, the business team will not worry about compliance and things like that.
Okay.
Now, as the world's changing, as these businesses are becoming more and more dynamic, like we talk about quick commerce now. I was with Swiggy Instamart for 4 years. These businesses are not like any of your legacy businesses where things are done in a certain way.
Right.
There's always innovations happening. Now, you need a bridge between business and finance, and that led to this requirement of this profile.
Okay.
That there are two teams talking two different languages, and how do you make a bridge between them so that they don't have to worry about like the communication barrier is completely broken. Point number one. Point number two is that a business finance person will allow the business team to not worry about that aspect at all, because we need them to only focus on business.
Right.
So I think that broadly like summarizes what business finance does. It's a very small
no, that's perfect. So perfect explanation. But just a connecting question. So still we have a business team, still we have a finance team separately.
Absolutely.
And there's a team sitting in between, which is a business finance.
Absolutely.
And this will report to the CFO.
No. So some places it reports into the CFO, some places it reports into the CEO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And you have also done FP&A, financial planning and analysis, as a role.
I have, yes. So that's how I made my transition.
So how is FP&A different than business finance?
I think they both work in their you can't segregate the two.
Okay.
It's one thing. So FP&A is a basic necessity which you need to do your budgeting, your variance analysis, tracking actuals against those budgets, timely, and reporting to the management, what you call MIS.
Right.
A business finance function is a sub part of this, where you go beyond the reporting and you start getting more involved in the business, start giving more insights from a data backed standpoint, because you are having an overall picture. You understand the business in totality,
right?
As a business finance partner, you know the P&L well, you know what impacts. Like if I take a call of increasing my for example, I'll take some examples. Like if I increase my availability in Instamart, we had this very important dilemma, right? That I always want my items to be available for my consumers,
right,
at any given point of time. That is what business will always push for. But because these items are perishable in nature, if you try to do like keep 100% availability, you will incur a high wastage cost. Right. So eventually, with a lot of iterations, we found out that 84% may be the right sweet spot of availability, where you minimize wastage at the same time maximize customer satisfaction.
Right?
So business finance is beyond reporting, is what I would say. But the reporting still is the foundation for business finance.
So in a lot of organization, you might only have an FP&A team.
Absolutely.
Who will do this activity of business finance.
They might not even ask them to do it, because
it's only reporting.
It's mostly reporting, yes. Because the business leaders would themselves be doing all the thinking and all the...
Okay. So this is more from a strategy perspective.
Absolutely.
And basically guiding the business.
Right.
Okay. Now, how did you move from accounting to this area of finance? I'm asking this question explicitly because a lot of accounting people, a lot of people who started their journey after BCom, not even CA, BCom, and they've gone into accounting. Now they want to move out.
Right.
So
I was the same dilemma, because I did not want to pursue that as my career. Although I'm a chartered accountant, I did not want to practice CA. I did not want to be a controller who makes books of accounts. I know it is essential to do that. That's the course, basically. That's the chartered accountancy course. But my interest was always with business. CA, I'll just go one step back. CA is a very cheap course. CA आपका पूरा कोर्स अगर आप चाहो तो सिर्फ फीस का अगर पैसे आप बात करो तो 1 लाख में हो जाएगा, बुक्स एंड फीस.
In terms of cost, it is very less
as compared to an MBA. For a business finance role, MBAs are preferred over CAs.
Okay.
Because a business finance requires commercial acumen. It requires absolute good control of data, like not just Excel. In CA world, you will do basic Excel.
Right.
But as soon as you start talking about business ke analytics, and like you'll be working on volumes of data to crunch them, you need a special set of skills. Like data can advanced Excel ke alawa, you need maybe SQL का basic knowledge, maybe Python आना चाहिए. तो तभी आप वो data crunch कर पाओगे, वरना आप वो Excel में तो it'll break. Excel में तो होगा भी नहीं. And thirdly, you need soft skills. तो an MBA is better placed to do a business finance role than a chartered accountant, because CA क्या करते हैं? They know accounting, they know tax, they know Companies Act, they know audit. I'm talking about the subjects in the course.
Right.
When you go to a company, right, you just need to know that company's accounting, that company's tax, that company's this thing. जो MBA वाला सीख जाएगा आके. उसने पढ़ के नहीं आएगा वो ये चीजें, but उसको बस वही कंपनी का वो सीखना है.
Right.
तो that way they are better placed. And coming back to your question, के how do you
move from accounting to this role?
तो यार मतलब बिजनेस में इंटरेस्ट होना चाहिए सबसे फर्स्ट पॉइंट कि बिजनेस आपको कमर्शियल एक्यूमेन, बिजनेस कैसे चलाया जा रहा है, उसकी क्या स्ट्रैटेजी है, आप उसमें बहुत एक्टिवली इंटरेस्टेड हो तो आपके लिए रोल है. पहली बात. अगर आप अभी भी सोचो कि रिपोर्टिंग करनी है मुझे, तो देन business finance is not the role for you. Then maybe FP&A. Yeah. Some companies only need a very strong FP&A team. They don't want a business finance team as such.
Okay.
So that is a good thing for you. And उसके लिए मेरा transition तो देखो थोड़ा luck भी है. I got a company where I was double hatting, where I was hired for controllership, but then they started seeing that there is value in reporting, so they gave me FP&A also, which I got. And then due to that, I got that Swiggy, which was a core, like very deep business finance role. Like,
so for somebody who is not in FP&A or this, so ideally the step would be, just correct me, go to an FP&A role, do it for 1 or 2 years,
Yes.
understand the reporting part,
Absolutely.
then you move to the business finance side.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
But business finance team would ideally be in a very big organization where there
Or
are
a very
so many
dynamic
Okay.
business. Like a
Okay.
manufacturing cement business would not need a business finance.
but e-commerce would need it. Right?
Absolutely. Where the external factors are changing every day, where there's so many variables at play.
Right.
That's where you need a business finance.
And like, so my next question was actually that is CA required to be in the
I think it gives you an edge.
Okay.
If your commercial acumen is as good as an MBA guy,
हाँ.
वो लोग वही सीख के आ रहे हैं, क्योंकि CA में आपको सिर्फ एक GMCS होता है, एक 15 दिन का कोर्स, जहाँ पे आपको सब सॉफ्ट स्किल्स और बिजनेस केस स्टडीज दे रहे हैं. तो अगर आपका कमर्शियल एक्यूमेन अच्छा है, तो व्हाट बिजनेस वांट्स इज बिजनेस वांट्स एवरीथिंग यस्टरडे. ये कहते हैं, इट्स ट्रू आल्सो यार, व्हेन यू गो टू ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. तो उसमें क्या होता है कि if they have a case in front of them, or they have a initiative which they want to plan, and it requires an angle of compliance in it. So a MBA guy will have to go to a finance team and circle back, versus me
some background.
I know that in my head, so I can close that point immediately. And this happens very often. If you believe it or not, there are so many things happening, right? There are so many initiatives happening. Everything might have a compliance angle to it. I can close loop that in that meeting itself, instead of circling back and coming back 3 days later. यहाँ पे वही है ना, business wants everything fast.
Yes.
So that helps.
How big is the point that you mentioned, soft skill?
Yeah.
Again, I'm thinking,
very
thinking from the perspective of somebody who is sitting in accounts.
Very important.
How he can improve?
आर्टिकलशिप करो. आर्टिकलशिप बहुत लोग डमी करते हैं CA में. मैं CA पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बोल रहा हूँ, क्योंकि आपको कोर्स जो बुक्स से वो नहीं मिलेगा, आपको फिजिकल वर्ल्ड में रहना पड़ेगा उसके लिए.
Okay.
तो डू योर आर्टिकलशिप प्रॉपरली.
Okay.
Interact with, like, try to be as involved as possible. I know you will not get enough opportunities at that level, but फिर भी as much as you can learn, keep learning is what I would say. The best teacher is experience. The more than books or any course or anything on soft skills, see how the leaders behave, how the leaders are reacting to situations, how they communicate to their teams, etc.
Right.
And that's a ever learning journey. We are still learning. I think soft skills is something you keep learning. Yeah.
Okay. What are the common challenges that you face when you are into an FP&A role or a business analyst, business finance role?
I would say that in a place where the business is very dynamic, budgeting is a challenge. Budgeting next year, let alone next month, sometimes becomes a challenge when your variables keep changing.
So, एक example दे सकते हैं.
हाँ, तो let's talk about Instamart. I was with Instamart. I started that from day zero. We scaled up from, we used to operate dark store model. मैं explain ज़्यादा नहीं करूँगा, but it's a small property in the city where you deliver that's how you do the 10-minute delivery.
Yes.
So we scaled up from 12 stores to 400 stores in a matter of 1 year.
Wow, okay.
और उसका इमेजिन करो आप, हमने जब बजटिंग की होगी टू बजट दैट नेक्स्ट ईयर प्लान, कितनी चीजें उसमें गई होंगी. लाइक देयर आर सो मेनी वेरिएबल्स. यू विल नेवर बी एबल टू प्रेडिक्ट एनीथिंग एक्यूरेटली.
So your plan can also change. For example, आपने सोचा कि 12 से मुझे 100 जाना है, लेकिन then you realize कि my competition is doing very good, so I have to move forward.
Absolutely. So today you don't just have an annual operating plan, but you also have a quarterly operating plan and a monthly operating plan. तो आप एक साल के पहले चालू में आप पूरे साल का प्लान बना दोगे, क्योंकि आपको पैसा कितना कहाँ इन्वेस्ट करना है, क्या है, वो ऊपर बन जाता है.
ओके.
बट बिकॉज एज यू सेड कि कंपटीशन क्या कर देगा, गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज क्या चेंज हो जाएंगी,
राइट,
यू हैव टू कीप अपडेटिंग प्लान्स. सो दैट्स हाउ इट वर्क्स टुडे.
और ये मोस्टली इट्स लाइक यू सेड डायनामिक बिजनेस में ही होगा.
मतलब ट्रेडिशनल बिजनेस में थोड़ा स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है, मैं यही बोलूंगा. अनलेस यू आर प्लानिंग टू डू समथिंग वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम व्हाट यू हैव बीन डूइंग,
ओके,
तभी वो थोड़ा चैलेंजिंग हो सकता है. बट अगर वो सेम ही बस थोड़ा स्केल बढ़ाना है और वो सब करना है, तो FP&A फंक्शन की क्या जरूरत है, मतलब बिजनेस फाइनेंस फंक्शन की तो क्या ही जरूरत है.
FP&A would require by
FP&A तो चाहिए ही होगा हर जगह.
और suppose if you're doing an FP&A role in say manufacturing company and then you move to the way you have moved, okay, from Deloitte also to the other organization, so कितना फास्ट आप पिकअप कर लेते हो, या क्या कितने चीजें चेंज हो जाती है? बेसिक रिपोर्टिंग तो ठीक है, लेकिन जो बिजनेस के टर्म्स है वो सब तो चेंज हो जाएंगे.
राइट. मेरे को लगता है कि थोड़ा तो आपको सब टाइम देते हैं. एनी गुड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन गिव्स यू टाइम. There's nobody who will like immediately expect you to start delivering in that level or productivity. थोड़ा कंपनी आपको भी to understand a business only it takes यार at least 2 months. मतलब 1 to 2 months you have to give yourself to understand systems, understand what the business is, etc. etc. तो है company gives time यार. अच्छी companies will give you that leeway
1-2 months to
to like settle in and understand.
But it is not very difficult for you to move to different industries.
As long as your basics are in place, you will not have problem. Basics again, मैं वही 3 points बोलूँगा. Commercial acumen is good. Your data पे knowledge is good, like how to crunch data, large volumes, and your soft skills are good. If these 3 things are in place, you can fit in anywhere.
So for FP&A role जब आपने skill बोला in terms of technology, कोई लैंग्वेज या कोई सर्टिफिकेशन जो कर सकते हैं लोग?
तो जैसे एक्सेल तो है ही, एक्सेल तो आपको आना ही चाहिए. उसके अलावा मैंने जैसे आई हैव डन सीक्वल का एक कोर्स ऑन यूडेमी.
Okay.
Share you the link also. It's a very good course. You don't need to know how to write queries यार. उसके लिए you have other people to do that. But you should be at least aware कि आप क्या कर सकते हो, डेटा कैसे स्टोर होता है और आप क्या निकाल सकते हो, कैसे लेवल पे निकाल सकते हो. वरना उसके बिना फिर आप कैसे करोगे. यू हैव अ थॉट टुडे. जैसे अभी आई एम इन पेटीएम, तो पेटीएम में I want to know के how can I these device. I am in the merchant offline business, right? So उसमें you have sound boxes.
Right.
Now sound box में we were having a concept of refurbishment. जो devices वापस आती है हमारे पास, instead of buying new capex, let's try to refurb it and resend it into the market. That's much cheaper for us.
Right.
अब उसपे I did an analysis recently, इसलिए मेरे को ये याद आ गया. But उसमें क्या है कि आई हैव डन कि मेरे कितनी डिवाइसेस 6 महीने से पुरानी वाली आ रही है, कितनी डिवाइसेस मेरी हार्डवेयर डैमेज के कारण आ रही है, कितनी सॉफ्टवेयर के कारण आ रही है. और ये पूरा दिस अ लार्ज वॉल्यूम ऑफ डेटा. तो 2 लाख डिवाइसेस मेरी आती है ऑन अ मंथली बेसिस. एंड आई डिड दिस एनालिसिस फॉर लास्ट 1 ईयर. तो 12 लाख रोज तो आपकी एक्सेल में वैसे भी फिट नहीं होगी, ब्रेक हो जाएगा आपका एक्सेल. यू नीड टू रिमूव दैट फ्रॉम द सिस्टम इन द वे यू वांट इट, इन दैट कोहॉर्ट वे और आउटपुट वे. उससे वी गॉट अ बेटर स्टैंड to negotiate with our vendors. Your devices are coming so frequently that we need to charge you extra money for anything which comes within 6 months time, for example. Because there's a logistics cost involved to bring it back and send it back.
Right.
There's a customer dissatisfaction involved because it breaks. Nobody likes that, yaar.
Okay.
Yeah.
अभी जो हम रिसोर्स की बात करें कि कोई अगर आउट ऑफ FP&A है और उसको एंटर करना है FP&A रोल्स में या बिजनेस फाइनेंस रोल्स में, कोई बुक्स या कोई वेबसाइट अगर आपको पता है जो which can help them to grow and understand and learn?
मैं तो यार ऑन द जॉब ही सीखा है. मैं तो ऑनेस्टली इसलिए आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू आंसर दिस वेल. बट यार FP&A मैं एक और चीज बोलूंगा, इज मोस्टली डिसिप्लिन. FP&A रिक्वायर्स डिसिप्लिन. एक फॉर्मेट आपको आना चाहिए, नो डाउट कि P&L कैसे बनता है और कॉस्टिंग मॉडल्स आने चाहिए. बट इट इज मोस्टली रिकरिंग टास्क कि आप हर महीने, हर हफ्ते, whatever be the frequency,
right,
आप उस पे वो काम कर रहे हैं repeatedly.
Okay.
तो वो आप over the time सीख ही जाओगे. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि उसमें बहुत कुछ rocket science involved है.
और उसके अलावा जब आप FP&A टीम्स में देखते हैं लोगों को, तो is it only chartered accountants and MBA की variety of background से लोग आ रहे हैं?
मेरे को तो MBA बहुत
ज़्यादा दिखते हैं. And is it only tier 1 colleges MBA कि any MBA?
मतलब मिक्स है, बट मोस्टली टियर 1 ही है यार. मतलब टॉक अबाउट स्विगी, वहाँ पे मोस्टली IIMs थे. मोस्टली या तो वो था अपना, क्या है वो हैदराबाद वाला, ISB था. मतलब इन अ टीम ऑफ 50 people there were 10 chartered accountants, 40 नॉन चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स. उसमें IITs भी थे.
अच्छा. तो इंजीनियर्स भी आ रहे हैं
in business finance.
Wow, interesting. Yes. Interesting. So this is very interesting because somebody who is not in finance but engineering में, वो आके भी कर सकता है काम.
बिल्कुल. Commercial acumen अगर है तो कर सकते हो आप.
Okay. अभी just एक connecting point ये भी था कि कौन सा ऐसा myth है related to FP&A जो आपको लगता है कि wrong है, जो बाहर लोगों को लगता है?
कि लोगों को लगता है अभी भी वो जैसे पिछले like 10 years 20 years back क्या होता था कि आप एक P&L के सामने एक्चुअल्स प्लॉट करते थे और आगे एक रिमार्क्स कॉलम होता था जहां आप रिमार्क्स लिखते थे.
Okay.
अब वो नहीं है. It's much more dynamic than that. You need to go into L2s, L3s even in an FP&A role. कि वहां पे
What is L2, L3?
कि एक L1 हो गया कि बहुत ही ऊपरा ऊपरी समरी,
अच्छा डिटेल में चलेगा,
उसके डिटेल्स में वहीं आज की डेट में रिपोर्ट्स में ही वो डिटेल्स मेंशन्ड होती है बहुत अच्छे से, एंड पीपल लीडर्स आर रीडिंग दैट रिपोर्ट यार. FP&A reports are going as high as the main CEO of the organization.
So जब हम रिपोर्ट्स की बात करें तो रिपोर्ट इज ओनली ऑन एक्सेल और से पावर बीआई टैबलो वो भी यूज हो रहा है इंडस्ट्री में?
Mostly Excel because it requires input, human it can't be automated. You can get the report out actuals, but plan will always be on Excel, so it has to be built on Excel.
But data can be shown on Power BI and the commentaries can be.
It can
वैसे हो रहा है क्या?
It can be. हो भी रहा है. I've seen like I think Xiaomi में ये हो रहा है और one or two organizations में ये हो रहा है. जो मैं जानता हूँ, I'm sure और जगह भी हो रहा होगा.
What is that one piece of advice that you will give to people who want to come to FP&A?
I think that's the starting for any finance guy. That should be, if you want to make a career in business finance, you have to start with FP&A. You have to have that discipline. FP&A requires a lot of discipline. You have to be at it कि आपका कैलेंडर सेट है in that way पूरे महीने का, and that's a recurring calendar. जो आप हर जो एक्टिविटी है आप कर रहे हो. क्योंकि FP&A is effectively even making MOPs and QOPs के लिए coordination. Although they are collecting the inputs from the business leaders.
Right.
So they have to send that mail out irrespective of whatever is happening in the organization. On 25th, they will send a mail out to all business stakeholders asking for next month ke targets, collating it, making it in that final output which is read by the main leader, your CEOs of the organization. So it gives you an overall visibility, and FP&A के लिए वो बहुत जरूरी है. Discipline, and that's the starting step for business finance. वरना finance के लिए business finance सीधा नहीं मिलता मेरे हिसाब से. I think आज की डेट में वो भी हो रहा होगा. But what I have seen is कि for a finance guy, if you want to move to business finance, यही है जर्नी कि FP&A से स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा आपको.
ओके और जैसे FP&A में हम रिपोर्टिंग कर रहे हैं, एक लेवल तक रिपोर्टिंग हो रही है, तो इज इट पॉसिबल कि somebody who is into say for example an investment bank और वो रेग रिपोर्टिंग कर रहा है, रेगुलेटर रिपोर्टिंग कर रहा है,
ओके
उसको FP&A में चांस मिल सकता है? मतलब
यार उसको इसलिए नहीं मिलेगा बिकॉज उसका जो FP&A is again P&L and balance sheet यार. So
suppose he has a chartered accountancy और सब,
अच्छा
तो मिल सकता है, तो मिल सकता है. रिपोर्टिंग का एक बैकग्राउंड है.
करेक्ट, वो बहुत जरूरी है फॉर एन FP&A का. ही शुड नो के P&L और बैलेंस शीट बनने में क्या क्या इनपुट्स हैं. तो इफ ही हैज दैट नॉलेज ही कैन बी, बिल्कुल हो सकता है.
एंड राइट नाउ जो CAs मार्केट में है, young CAs also, are they aware about FP&A as a role?
I think it's becoming more and more aware. Today I had an interaction with a bunch of articles recently, and I saw most of them want to do business finance and like FP&A. They are looking for FP&A roles as a fresher.
Okay.
Right. So awareness बढ़ रही है. Organizations में भी awareness बढ़ रही है. Not just in the students, but there are many organizations who've now created this wing. They've understood the importance of this role. कि यार हमें ये व्यू विजिबिलिटी टाइमली चाहिए. बहुत जगह जहाँ पे FP&A रोल्स नहीं है, वहाँ पे the information gets delayed and then there's no action taken timely.
Right.
Exactly. तो XYZ reasons के कारण यही जो awareness बढ़ रही है both in organizations as well as in students.
Okay.
और young child accountants.
One interesting question from students perspective, और या फिर कोई एंटर करना चाहता है, जनरली क्या स्टार्टिंग सैलरी आप एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो ना FP&A, नॉट इन बिजनेस फाइनेंस?
Anywhere, any CA fresher should expect minimum of 6 to 10 lakhs यार.
वो रेंज में मिलता ही है. एंड ग्रोथ फ्रॉम योर एक्सपीरियंस विद इन FP&A कैसे है इन टर्म्स ऑफ सैलरी, इन टर्म्स ऑफ डेजिग्नेशन? ग्रोथ फास्ट होती है या?
तो यार मैं तो वही बोलूंगा कि FP&A is a stepping stone to business finance. Business finance is a high visibility role.
And highly paid also.
Highly paid also, because you can actually quantify the amount of savings or the maximization of revenue which you are bringing by your idea or by your data.
Okay.
So it is a high visibility role. FP&A also is, because FP&A की requirement बहुत है leaders को, regular reports की. But जो thinking वाला aspect है, becoming a thinker, वो business finance में ज़्यादा है, and that's why they get more money than an FP&A guy. Just an FP&A.
और what about AI? अब जैसे AI हर जगह एंटर कर रहा है,
right?
Because आपका जो काम है वो more or less डेटा पे ही है.
Correct.
तो कैसे इम्पैक्ट कर रहा है या करेगा?
बिल्कुल कर रहा है. So nowadays, like I'll give you a very real life example. I had a reportee under me who used to send me 2 reports बना के manually. Daily चाहिए था वो, उस पे visibility हमें.
Okay.
तो now we have automated it through a system. Those reports come to me directly through that system on mail. Now his role is redundant because he was an executor only. He was not thinking beyond it. तो अब उसको हमने कहीं और मूव किया है. बट ऐसे ऐसे रोल्स रिडंडेंट होते जाएंगे if you don't think. If you are only doing execution work and something which is recurring in nature, वो automatically systems will overtake. Anything which is recurring, systems will start doing.
Right. So automation is creating a change.
Yes.
But for example,
it's helping also. Now I don't have to rely on any manual. वो किसी दिन छुट्टी पे तो मुझे रिपोर्ट नहीं मिलती थी. किसी दिन कोई कारण से हम दूसरे काम पे अटके हो तो नहीं मिलती थी. Now I'm assured.
But आपने जो example दिया, that is more from the perspective of automation.
Right.
अगर मैं बोलूँ कि say for example there is a big organization, they have created their own chat GPT kind of structure जिसके अंदर उनके पास your own data जा रहा है, FP&A related data, और वो query करके कुछ basic information ले सकता है.
वो कैसे होगा? मैं तो वही सोच रहा हूँ कि how will that happen? Because when you're making a budget, there are so many things involved, and FP&A guys collating all of those things and bringing it into one place. A computer, I don't think so will be able to do that.
अच्छा, so basically AI can help to a certain level, but जो आप बोलो कि business का जो current हो रहा है market के अंदर, या आपके business में हो रहा है, वो शायद उसको नहीं पता चलेगा. तो
वो actuals no doubt आप ला सकते हो through an automated way, but जो plans बनते हैं which are made now, as I said कि you don't even have only an annual plan, but you have a quarter plan and a monthly plan. उसके लिए you need a human intelligence more than a artificial intelligence.
One last question, what is the lesson that you've learned in your entire journey, or a mistake?
यार मैं बहुत junior हूँ अभी, मैं तो ये question आप किसी CFO से पूछिए, because I don't think so I am qualified enough to answer that.
ठीक है. So we have a FinShort segment where you have to answer fast. Okay?
Okay.
What's the one skill that you think every finance professional should have?
Listening.
Your top recommended certification for somebody new in business finance?
SQL.
What's a common misconception about working in business finance?
That it is equal to FP&A.
Okay. Key difference between business finance and traditional accounting?
Business finance is not accounting.
अच्छा, it's not in order. Okay, perfect. ठीक है, wonderful. It was a great session, Akshay.
Thank you so much, Ganesh.
बहुत मजा आया in conversation. I think so all of these students or candidates who are looking forward to enter into FP&A at least, उनको भी एक perspective मिल जाएगा कि मेरे लिए next step क्या है. So that is wonderful.
I'm happy that you called me. It's my
we have done one more podcast, but वहाँ पे हमने सिर्फ FP&A की बात की थी.
Okay.
I personally was not clearly aware कि ये business finance क्या कर रहा है, जो आज मुझे भी एक clarity मिली. It was wonderful, and this is going to be really helpful for a lot of students.
Thank you very much.
Ganesh.